This post is going to get a tiny bit personal, so if you're not in the mood to be a little upset, probably best to not read it, though it's about the community drama right now. When me and my friends started working on the United SMP, the QSMP had not been announced at all, and Quackity had kept things very close to his chest with what he was working on. We were all probably thinking the same general thing. We need another Minecraft server to play on. The idea was just to have a server, to be able to just hop on Minecraft and play survival Minecraft again. And after Squid Game, we all agreed that it would be awesome to have it be creators from all around the world. So I instantly started working on the translation mod, and was really excited to storyboard ideas for the SMP. Calling with lots of creators about it, expressing excitement and brainstorming, and really getting excited to play Minecraft again. After the Quackity SMP was announced, I was surprised, and reached out to Quackity expressing support for the project and letting him know I was working on something to bring creators from around the world together, too. And that we should chat about it. His SMP announcement didn't mention any translation stuff, and was English and Spanish based, so I was still thinking that conceptually they were different enough to coexist. And even was hoping to share the mod with Quackity, if he was interested in using it. Quackity didn't reply to me at the time, and obviously I assumed it was due to being overwhelmed and busy with the Quackity SMP, and all the messages he was probably getting. I reached out to multiple members of the Quackity SMP that I'm close with after Quackity didn't reply to me, and got varying reassurance from them that the Quackity SMP was a passion project to bring Quackity's two biggest communities of English and Spanish together, and that the servers were completely different, with hardly any creator overlap or idea overlap, based on what I was planning. Those creators even all expressed some interest in playing on both, and excitement about all the communities coming together, and this new era of SMPs. I expressed my interest in sharing the mod with Quackity to them, and how I would be giving it to the public for free, and asked for advice on how I should approach him, and about it without him feeling like I was trying to butt my way into his project or something. After talking with them, though, it really encouraged me to continue working on the idea, with the idea that it wouldn't really be a me thing, and that there would be 6 other owners, and it could be a big community project, with an open source translation mod to bridge the community together. On my original owners list, Quackity was actually the idea for the owner from the Spanish community, as this was before I knew anything about the Quackity SMP. And I just wanted to say, every language to have a figure, to make decisions so it wasn't just one white guy making decisions. I figured at this point he probably wouldn't be interested though, and thought that was fair enough, obviously with his new SMP. Then I uploaded my translation mod video, which was planned as an April Fool's joke. It's just a joke. And posted a simple little promotional photo graphic. The next day, Quackity announced a translation mod for the Quackity SMP, with the same functionality and obviously with the same general idea of bridging that language gap even more by literally live translating. I can't pretend that I wasn't a little bit taken aback, and even slightly disappointed, as I knew this would probably lead to drama. But at the same time, I was also super excited and hopeful for the future of Minecraft content. I was excited to share ideas, potentially share development to make things even easier and better for the community, and just won't have a cool thing to talk about with Quackity, and we both worked on and were clearly passionate about. Ideas and work like that are really hard to put together and take time and passion and dedication. That was tweet 1. I'm gonna now open up tweet 2. Jesus Christ, man. No one's reading all of this except me. I reached out to Quackity again, expressing support and laughing about the fact that we had such similar ideas. He hadn't replied to my previous messages, and didn't reply to that one either. I bumped him, mentioning that a lot of vitriol was building up between our fan bases because of this, and suggested that we talk about it and work it out and work out what to do so we can avoid everyone being at each other's throats. All the hatred and infighting. Avoid everyone what the fuck? I just got completely messed up. All the hatred and infighting of communities can be avoided with creators communicating and setting boundaries and so on. Something I clearly didn't fucking do. Dream. After days went by, why is he talking about this and then posting this fucking post? What does he think this is gonna do? You're such a petty little bitch. Oh my god, okay. Sorry, if all of this was to avoid drama, My brother in Christ, why did you post 3 essays on this shit? Whatever. And boundaries and so on. After days went by, I bumped him again, going over the timeline of everything, because I thought that maybe he was frustrated with me and thought that I'd stolen his idea or something. Still no response. I reached out to other friends of ours who were having the same communication struggles. So I figured it wasn't a me thing. I bumped him again a week or so later, expressing my love for him slur. And then SMP wasn't worth hurting our friendship over. And that I had no intention of competing with him or trying to copy any of his ideas. To at least talk to me, man! I don't want to have any problems between us. I love ya, and I tried avoiding anything like this from happening. I don't know what the best resolution is, but it's definitely not silence between us. My brother in Christ, you are being the biggest piece of shit by publicizing all of this. Why is this being public? You're such a petty little bitch. Still no responses, and at that point, I was very stressed and concerned about it. So members of the Quackity SMP and non-members that were friends of mine attempted to reach out to each other to clarify or figure out what was going on. From what I gathered, there were no responses, and it was strongly alluded from Q, the mysterious QAnon, that you wouldn't be allowed to play on both servers if you were a part of the QSMP, which totally makes sense for Quackity, as there's not too many creators on the Quackity SMP, and it takes a lot of time to make all the mods and updates for content, and you want it to be as active as possible. I was still incredibly confused, and I continued to reach out and have even put my project on hold to try to work out what was going on behind the scenes and extend love and support to Quack. So much love, dude! So much love! Emanating from this post. All the love and support to Quackity and everything he has done publicly. I'd hate to cause any problems, as only a couple of weeks before this happened, we were all still joking and talking in calls, playing in events together, texting and chatting, and my assumption would be that we are all still really good friends, and that this is just a big misunderstanding with a lot of lack of communication between Quackity and all of us. Let me single out his name and then put all of us in the pile. That being said, I am a petty bitch, That being said, I've seen the community split against each other and have tons of hate built around this, and around the speculations of people, motives, and friendships and so on. And it's really harmful to the community as a whole. I have seen more threats, doxing, fights, so you do see this shit goes on. Oh, that's weird! And hate between a bunch of fans that I've seen in a very long time. Yeah, so long ago that it's like, I don't know, maybe last week is what he's referring to. Time dilation, it's a crazy thing. When you have a personality that orbits your own head that fat, I mean, time does slow down to a crawl. I mean, guys, Quackity isn't responding to his messages. Every second feels like an hour, feels like a day, feels like a year. I personally have experienced an elevated level of in-real-life threats and stalkers, and even had the police involved in somebody showing up at my house and even putting trackers on my family vehicles. Holy shit, that's actually fucking insane. Yeah, don't do that. That's horrible. Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. Surrounding this drama, for the first time since pre-face reveal, that's really why I feel like I have to say something about it, despite me wanting to avoid any kind of serious talk about all of this. Especially even talking about communication publicly feels wrong. I fucking wonder why, Dream. But necessary in this instance, no, it absolutely isn't. I never like to air out anything that feels or is private. Yeah, that's a fucking lie. But I feel like in this case, it's really important for my fan base to be aware of my intentions, motives, and thought process. God forbid my fans think I'm a piece of shit. Sorry. And how we got to where we are. I've always been a creator that's very open with my fan base about everything going on in my life, and this is a massive thing right now for my friends and me, and it's something an outsider might not really understand what's going on, and I feel clarity is important. You're right, Dream, clarity is so important that I'm about to read the third and final tweet. So like I said, it's not really worth all the drama. I want to play Minecraft with my friends again, and really can't wait to start doing it again soon. The United SMP concept will be changed so that it's different enough from the Quackity SMP to not compete with it, and the main goal of uniting creators from around the world to simply play vanilla Minecraft, so the original 10 creators from each language, these languages, etc. is going to be changing to a different structural format due to the Quackity SMP announcements, as I really don't want them to be conceptually so similar, and had no idea they would be. My intention was never to try and compete with another SMP because of any friendship problems. cause any friendship problems, or cause drama in the community. It was just to have fun and put out cool, unique content. Just remember, this is all about uniting the world and communities and shut the fuck up. Communities and sharing positivity around the world. I love everything the Quackity's done and really believe this is a big community miscommunication that we'll be able to laugh about it down the time all the line together. I don't support any hate towards anyone, any form of doxing threats. Okay, I will read this part slowly because this is true. I don't support any hate towards anyone. Any forms of doxing, threats, harassments, racism is unacceptable, and you're not welcome in our community if you think otherwise. I will continue to state that I have the utmost... Dude, suck his fucking dick, Dream! I will continue to say that I have the utmost respect for Quackity as a creative mind, a hard worker, and a person, and don't want to... This genuinely sounds like the most corporate thing I've ever fucking read in my life, coming from an actual person. Allegedly. Quackity is a creative mind, hard worker, and a person, I don't want anything... I do and compare them to his work, to put him down, and to pit us against each other. My hope is still that Quackity sees this and knows that no one ever meant any ill will. We love him, and that his friends are trying to reach out to him and know what's going on, and are proud of everything he's done. Jesus fucking Christ.